Hello, everyone. Welcome to our first Zoom meeting. It's Sunday evening. My name is Octavian from Chicago, and I'm the host together with my brother Mac from Toronto, and we have my other brother with us and our special guest that I will introduce soon. And thank you for everyone for taking time to join us tonight. So we will talk tonight about glutathione. I practice this pronunciation. I hope it's almost correct because it's difficult for me. But again, glutathione. Glutathione is the subject of tonight. Is the key for our health. So from the beginning, I want to make a disclosure. This is an informal presentation. Any of the products mentioned are not replacing your medical primary care prescriptions and protocol. So all the products mentioned are meant to help improve our health, but there are no official claims of curing any medical conditions. Any testimonials will be not used as a guarantee of successful usage of mentioned products. Okay, so we move forward. This idea of this fantastic product started in 1978 in the university, McGill University, where two doctors discovered a protein that could improve the body's immune response. So the doctors' names are Gustavo Bunos and Dr. Patricia Kochshaven, whatever. I'm sure she's okay. So they put together a product that is patented. It's named. It's a patented glutathione precursor. The product name is Immunocal. Is the richest source of natural glutathione precursors. So how do we know it's the best product in this method? Because it has the highest biological value. What means biological value? It means the protein is more easily absorbed in the system. So according to the picture, it's way higher biological value than oatmeal, soy, chicken, beef, tuna, milk, whole egg, even higher than whey protein. Glutathione, rising glutathione, it's very important for our body. We have to know that we cannot eat the glutathione. It needs to be produced in our cells. It requires precursor. We can eat the precursors, okay? So the precursors could be drugs, natural sources, natural supplements, or cofactors. An interesting fact is that it takes over 500 liters of milk, about 132 gallons, to make 1 kilogram of Immunocal, which is 2.2 gallons. So 500 liters for 1 kilogram of Immunocal product. How the Immunocal works? We shake it and mix it good in a glass, with water or whatever, and it will be absorbed when we drink. When you drink it, it will be absorbed by the digestive system. It will pass through the blood system. It will be taken in the bile cells to make glutathione. Now, the glutathione enforces the immune system. So this is the way it works in few words. The highest level of glutathione is found and produced in the liver. So there are so many clinical applications of Immunocal and glutathione. So in the aging. It's applied in the Parkinson's disease, Alzheimer's disease, cataract, macular degeneration, cancers of aging, osteoarthritis, and so on. In cancer, it's used for cancer prevention. Why? Because it suppresses the tumor growth. It eliminates carcinogens and mutagens. It retards oxidative damage to DNA. I'm sure it might not be right. It prevents wasting disease and makes easy the effects of chemo and radiotherapy. So in the cardiovascular problems, it's used to prevent heart disease, stroke, atherosclerosis. Interesting, it reverses atherosclerosis, which is great. In the infectious disease, in the immunology, it's used as an antiviral in AIDS, hepatitis, herpes, common cold, and so on. Bacterial infection, certain autoimmune dysfunction, chronic fatigue syndrome, and immunosuppression. Immunosuppression is used in many diseases, and it has very bad effects. In the metabolics, applications in the metabolics, it enhances athletic performance. It decreases recovery time from physical stress, decreases cholesterol and oxidation of LDL. So that's why many athletes are using this like daily. Other clinical applications in the pulmonary, it fights against cystic fibrosis, asthma, chronic bronchitis, pulmonary fibrosis, emphysema, and many others. Toxicology. This Immunocal with the precursors that contains, it detoxifies certain drug overdoses. It detoxifies substances in cigarette smoke, detoxifies pollutants, including heavy metals and pesticides. It prevents hearing loss from noise pollution. This is awesome. In the digestive system, it helps in the inflammatory bowel disease, hepatitis, food intolerance, and malnutrition. So every year there are more than 50% more article increasing every year in the medical papers. So glutathione is the master antioxidant. This is an interesting phrase that we have to remember. Without glutathione, none of the known antioxidants can work. Interesting. I will repeat it. Without glutathione, none of the known antioxidants can work. It's interesting. Now, a quick quiz. How many cancer cells exist at any moment in our body? Any guess? Any number? Everyone will pass the quiz.
Thousands and thousands.
They said over 1 million. One is correct. Thousands and thousands, over 1 million in any moment. We have cancer cells in our body. So the immune system's main function is the protection from foreign antigens. In the newspaper, The American Observer, in Wednesday, August 20, 2014, on the page of Natural Medicine, it was published an article with the title, New Hope for Enlarged Prostate. Of course, I will not read all the article because we don't have time, but the conclusion in the article is like, Immunocal offers an attractive option to sufferers of enlarged prostate, 60% of whom are above 40%. So, 60% of whom are above 40 years old. Also, it prevents prostate cancer, a major cause of death among men. This is fantastic. So, We hope this product will help people live better life and longer life and healthier life. So I will invite from now on Mrs. Suzette McKay from Canada, from I forgot the city.
Saskatchewan. I'm in the province of Saskatchewan, Western Canada.
Saskatchewan. She's our special guest, very knowledgeable about this product. And I will ask her questions for the beginning. How this product can help us in this pandemic time, especially waiting for the second wave.
Okay, this product, Immunocal, when you put it in some juice and you put it in your body, it raises your immune system. It does more than that. It runs your whole immune system. So it's not just, it regulates your immune system. So when you put it in, people right now that it's any kind of bug, a bug comes by and your body makes antibodies, whether it's a cold or a flu, and it protects you. It makes, when you say it makes antibodies, it's like it makes warriors. So a bug comes by and your body starts to make warriors. Does it need 10 warriors? Does it need 100 warriors? How much warriors does it need? B cell, T cell, you know, you call them, we call them warriors. Anyways, if you've only got a little bit of glutathione, it can only make, 10 warriors, and it can't kick your bug to the curb. Where if you have unlimited glutathione, it will make as many warriors as it needs to go fight that bug. And it doesn't mean that you won't get COVID, but there's published medical articles at this point that if your immune system is extremely strong, either you won't get it or it'll only last a few days. Your body has the built-in ability to fight all these things. We just, we don't optimize our immune system. They discovered this thing called glutathione like 1888, 130 years ago. And we didn't used to get sick like we used to at all the time, right? But they found that if you look around now as a people, a whole society, we're not making glutathione. There's more cancer and autism, and we can't seem to get the ingredients out of our food anymore and to make it. So this is not a drug. This is the built-in repair system. God and Mother Nature put it in there. And to get it to work, you need high glutathione. So what we discovered is the ingredients, when you put it in your body, it makes high glutathione, and then it fights all these bugs. That's why it works on a cellular level. And that's why it doesn't really matter what disease or bad state of health you have, because it goes in every cell, and it recharges the batteries, it gets out the garbage, it detoxes everything, and pretty soon it gives you the ability to fight anything that's going on. If your glutathione is high, you're going to be real healthy. And so this is the key to COVID. It's the key to life, right? Your muscles will work, your brain, it'll keep your brain sharp. The athletes use it for muscle function. Like 5 countries or 6 countries of Olympic athletes use this as a clean protein. And you got to think they're pretty fussy what they put in. Your comment on bioavailability is because Immunocal is better than anything else. It's the highest supplement you can take. It's because it's broken down into amino acids. So your body, if you're not well, it doesn't have to try and get all that stuff out of the steak or the egg or right? It's breaking, so it comes in the body, and it doesn't matter how your digestive system is working, it jumps right in the cell, and that's why it makes it the most bioavailable, right? You used to get the ingredients out of other things like broccoli. Half a cup of broccoli used to give you lots of ingredients, but now it takes 9 cups. Who's having 9 cups for breakfast? You know what I mean? For COVID, you want to be on it because it'll make your antibiotics, your own antibodies in your body. And you can make as many as you need when you're on your glutathione is high.
We have an example here, our brother Enorian. I hope he can.
Yes.
He was around this virus. He had this virus. And I want to give him the opportunity to say a few words to us because it's a big testimony about
I would
this
love to hear
aspect. Enorian, can you open the microphone to say a few words? It will be great. Just open the microphone. I will ask you from here to unmute.
Okay.
There.
So yes, I took Immunocal from January, started in January this year, for everything, not for not anti-COVID, but when I went to
Family doctor.
my blood works test, I had a better enzymes on the liver, and yeah, I was better in everything. So in September, end of August, I got the virus COVID, the flu, and because I was on the Immunocal, only one pouch I took per day.
Coach.
I was sick only 3.5 days. I can say 3 days. And yeah, in the first day, I didn't have fever. I didn't have anything. In few days, I was recovered. Yes, this is because I took only one pouch.
And
Thank you. Yeah,
And
Suzette.
I took this in the morning with milk and cereals.
there's lots of ways to take it, right? And anytime you see something coming on, like I'm between a 2 and a pack user. I take 2, or some days I do 4. I take 2 at the same time, but I do something and I'm sore, or I've been gardening, I go and take more. Use it like a first aid kit, like a first, if you feel a tickle coming on, take 2 more. It won't park there, it won't stay, right? So you did well, and obviously you had been on it for a while, and your body got a chance to fight. But
yes,
when you take when you take Immunocal, it makes glutathione, and some people notice a difference right away, and some people don't, because it will prioritize. So if it needs it to go work in your pancreas, or to go work in your kidney, it'll go the place it needs it most first. You might have taken it for something else, your sore shoulder or your joints, but it will set, we need to go fill here first, and then we'll get to your lungs second. We'll need to go. And so when you have, you obviously had some buildup of your immune system, or you would have been sick much longer, hey? Right?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So about the milk that I mentioned earlier, that 500 liters of milk. So is that milk organic, or what's the standards?
Happy cows. We call them happy cows. The cows are in Idaho because it's the least acid rain and the highest selenium in the ground. And the selenium lets it come in and out of the cell very good. It takes 4 gallons of milk to make 1 pouch, which is lots, right? And these cows are FDA. Like, if you look at the glutathione book, there's 160,000 1,000 medical studies on glutathione, most medically written about topic in the world.
Can
So
you repeat that? 60?
there is 160,000 published medical articles on glutathione. It is the most medically written about topic. Everybody writes about. Your kidney doesn't have any, it's toast. Your lung doesn't have any, like everybody writes about it. So in the happy cows, let's just kind of get back to the happy cows. There's some studies that have been around 10 years, 10-year lung study. So if your cow was not organic, or if you fed it an antibiotic, or Betsy got a rash, they would say, oh, it's the antibiotic we fed the cow that fixed it. So they have to know that these cows, there's no antibiotics, there's no growth hormones, it's clean, 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 and it's inspected by the FDA. So it can, we would never be able to make the claims or be in the doctors. We're in the doctor's physician's desk reference in the States and Canada in the CPS. And we'd never be able to go in there if our cows were anyhow not pure and clean, 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 right? You would throw your study off. And so our cows have been, since life began, they're there and they're FDA regulated, and the whole plant is, way beyond. They just built a new plant to do an extra $1 billion so that they can do more packages. Currently, 3 packages are sold every second around the world already.
Wow. So is it any other ingredients besides the milk? I assume so, but I don't know.
Well, in the platinum, no, in the platinum, there's nothing. There's no lactose. So a lot of people are lactose. They say they can't take milk, but there's no lactose in here. There's no casein. In the Immunocal, all it is proteins, pure milk protein. The only
whey proteins.
Yes. And in the platinum, there is a little extra in the platinum. So we had the Immunocal, and the Immunocal made glutathione, and this was an awesome discovery. We didn't invent it, right? It's a discovery. Well, Dr. Droge, who made the Immunocal Platinum, he ran the Cancer Institute in Germany for 40 years, and he's like the 3rd leading immunologist in the world. And he was so excited, he said, oh, I don't want to change your Immunocal, but I could add something, make an extra, an Immunocal Platinum, and it'll help repair DNA, and it'll help do blood sugars for your diabetes, and it'll do more muscle function, and it'll make strong bones with the calcium. It'll do lots of inflammation, does tons of, so anybody that's got sore joints or, we're inflamed, lots of inflammation. So that's the difference between the Immunocal and the Immunocal Platinum. It's got all of the Immunocal and a little something for extra, right?
Yeah, I was asking this question because there are a lot of bottles of whey protein on the health stores, and people may say, what's the difference if this is just pure whey protein? I can go get it from GNC.
Oh, well, let me answer that question. Yes, you got a question?
No, Octavian.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have a question. Yes. Do you know the Immunocal Platinum, it's better for joint problems?
Yes. And we've got another product as well. Let me answer your question first about what's at the whey protein at the store and our protein. Okay, yeah. When you take your Immunocal, there's 3 rules. Nothing hot. Can't put it in a blender, and once you wet it, it's going to change it, so you should drink it as soon as possible. The whole key about our whey protein and everybody else's is we have a double bonded cysteine. This is really our whole key, double bonded, right? So if you put it in a blender, zing, the bond breaks. You need a double bonded to make glutathione. When you put it in tea or anything hot, you know what happens? It falls apart, right? So nothing hot, no blenders, And once you wet it, you know, you put something in water for a long time, it changes consistency. So do you think that at the store that they comes in a big vat, whey protein comes in a big vat? So when he opened it, do you think he ate it all in 10 minutes, the whole bottle? There's air that got in there. That's why we're individually sealed, right? So he's not, as soon as he opened it, air got in, right? And you don't think to make it a chocolate mocha, whatever protein mix, they didn't heat it and stir it, emulsify it? Like, you're going to get good protein downtown, but it's not going to make glutathione, right? Because of those three things would have broke it down in your glutathione. Every pouch is individually sealed. If you want to put it in a smoothie, you mix it up first and then you pour it in right at the end, right? Because it'll break that bond. And that's the bond that makes the glutathione. And it is the difference. You can't eat glutathione. You know, you think 160,000, you know, McGill, we've been talked about it, the Nobel Prize for medicine. You think they'd have figured it out if you could eat it and actually jump in your cells? That's like eating brains and thinking you're going to get smarter. It doesn't work that way, right? You have to take in the ingredients. They're called precursors. They jump through the bowel wall and they go in the cell. And every cell makes its own glutathione, cleans up its own self, right? So that's the big difference. And that's why we're bioavailable, because we're already broken down to the amino acid. It just jumps right in. Where the guy at the store, he's either, the bottle comes, it's heated to make it chocolate. And he doesn't eat it in, you know, in one sitting, right? And so they're getting good protein, but they're not making glutathione out of the stuff downtown.
So I understand the proteins are not equal.
No, they're not. By far.
Because
So-
it was a discussion about the product. This is the box with 30 pouches.
Yeah.
These are the pouches. This is the back. This is the front,
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah.
And we have some
shaker.
cups,
shaker.
with the lid here. It can be any jar or anything, but this, it comes when you buy more stuff, you see, and after shake it like that.
A little bit of
and
juice. Just a little bit. If you fill it, you can put more juice after if you want. But for
Exactly.
shaking purposes, I put my juice, I pour my powder on it, right? I shake it like 15 seconds, lots, and then I flip it upside down and let it sit 2 minutes. And it turns like an orange Julius. I mean, people use all kinds of things. Some people like it in applesauce. Some people like it, and you mix it in and let it sit a couple of minutes. It'll, it's not dissolving, it's reconstituting. It's like a beef jerky, it's been dried out, you know, you add your fluid, so give it a couple of seconds and then you put it in.
It
Right?
becomes jelly. It becomes jelly.
It should be smooth, smooth, smooth.
Oh, okay.
But
No clump.
with some yogurt, the mixing is almost perfect. You
Yeah.
cannot find the difference in
Yeah.
yogurt.
Yes. Right. Everybody's got a different
Yeah.
way they take it. Some take it in pineapple, some put it in applesauce. You're going to find, doesn't matter how you get it in, get it in. Some use the booster. We've got a booster and they put water, the booster, a bit of Immunocal, and they eat it that way. And it
Well-
supercharges.
I have a question. The other items that Immunotech company is selling them. I
Mhm.
mean, those for the joints. I forgot right now.
Contralenta is very good for the joints, right?
That is for joints,
Yeah.
for arthritis, for everything. Like it
Yeah.
boosts more. The company has even toothpaste and everything. They have Immunocal on it, or what is the science behind all this stuff?
Well, we were a research company and we discovered something so good. We were in the doctor's book in the States and Canada, but they thought they tried to buy Immunotech, the pharmaceutical companies, and they tried to buy it, but they wanted to take the product off the market. And so they decided to sell it this way, right? So their whole thing is the science of living better, right? So the company only has like 15 things. So they started the Immunocal. Let's fix what's in the cell. And then let's go down. Do we need a vitamin? Our vitamin, there's something different about all of our products. Our vitamin comes with resveratrol. We got omegas for our squeaks is another one for the squeak. I mean, you lube your car more than you do your joints and you wonder why it hurts, right? They put calcium because you have bones. They made a toothpaste because, only brush the teeth you want. It's got some great ingredients like our skincare has glutathione on it, right? So we can talk at some point about the whole line, what everything does, but they came in that way and they made something for squeaks, they made something to brush your teeth, they made something for frequent urination for those that get up and pee 3 times a night. And when you take the and women take it as well, but when you take the Magistral, it works well for voiding. Instead of getting up 4 times, you might only get up 2 times, right? They made something for the shake to go, like whatever it is your body needs, all of these ingredients will address it, right? Some people are really low on iodine and potassium and magnesium. Those people that are cold, they should take the K21 and the calcium and they warm right up. There's a combination of our products that improve just about everything, right? And our company is the science of living better. This is what you need to make your body work. You know what you need to make your car work? It needs oil, it needs gas, well, we were never taught what does our bodies need to make it work. And the first one is always the Immunocal, right? And then we can add other things that help it along, right? That specific areas. The glutathione, because it makes healthy cells. So it doesn't matter what disease or what, because it fixes every cell, it does every state of health, right? They've known this 130 years. You couldn't have fooled all those people, right? Yep. Published, we talk about published medical, and you can go to glutathione.org and buy Dr. Gutman's book there. But I forget what my thought was. Some days I do that. It's crucial. If you don't have any, you're dead. So if your body can't make glutathione, that's how they did the studies in AIDS. They have no immune systems. Glutathione, it's just built in, and we need to give our bodies the ingredients to do it, right? They feed it to babies. They feed it to anybody with a heartbeat. Like little babies, how many things have no side effects? This one, they feed it to pregnant women. They feed it to babies. They feed it to old people. It can't do anything bad, right? No side effects. In that drug book, how many things have major side effects? Like 3 pages of side effects, right? Where this doesn't. It was, God put it there, right?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Suzette. We have 2 guests tonight, Gabby, and it was one more. I forgot the name. Yeah. Let me look. And Elizabeth, if they have, and Gabriel, Gabriela, and TB, if they have any questions, they are welcome to open the mic and to address the questions. And Suzette will be so nice to answer because she's our guest speaker.
Yeah.
Actually, Elizabeth and Noel Frias, actually, Mr. Noel,
Well,
Mr. Noel, it's a PhD doctor in nutrition. He is
ah,
with us. His first time watching this product. I invite him. He's my friend.
yes.
And
I've been
So
in.
we can ask the question, does it
Yeah.
make sense so far for doctor?
I have no question for now. I haven't tried the product, and I
If
don't
you-
know much about it. I know that glutathione has a lot of advantages.
Yeah.
Some little side effect that might cause rashes, maybe, or allergies or something. Depends. But what I want to do is maybe I want to try some from. I want to order some from Mac and see how it works.
yeah,
If you do your homework as a physician, you will be impressed.
I know, yeah.
Because-
I know I know some I have some idea, but I haven't really done a lot of
yeah,
study about it.
it's first contact with this product for him.
Ah.
Yeah.
as the people that are allergic to it, the only people that can't take this product is if you're on an immune suppressor, because if you've had an organ transplant, we do too good a job, right? Because we regulate the immune system.
Yeah,
And the
yeah.
only people I have found that can't take it is if you have a pure milk allergy, and that's like 0.003. You got to be allergic to the milk protein, not lactose, no casein in it, none of that. It's all been taken out. So it's
Because also in our study, we study in natural medicine.
yes.
We try to get rid of milk. We don't suggest drinking milk. So I don't know how it works like
Yeah,
that way.
but there is no milk left in it, actually, right?
Yeah.
There's no people that have a hard time with milk. It's because it creates mucus, right? Or
Yeah, yeah.
and this doesn't do that. It works the opposite, because there's actually only protein left. There's no milk, no casein, no lactose. All those things that cause that are not no longer in the product. So they find that the lactose tolerant, they tolerate it very well. Three things happen when you first start on it. One, some people find if they don't drink enough water and they're not used to so much protein, they bung up and they just need to eat more water. Some people on the other side will detox for the first couple of days. They may get some loose stool, but that passes, right? Quite away. And some people don't notice the difference. It's just a protein. I do have my nutritionist as well. I went back to school. My story's different, but and I wanted to know how it worked because I was a science-based girl. I used to be in the Air Force, and I fixed helicopters and aircraft. I was an aircraft technician, and I ended up getting sick and found this product. So I went to school and I wanted to know, how many parts do I got? What do they do? And what do I need to repair them? And so I went and took my nutritionist. And this product is a blessed product. You know, people find it, and I've been around 19 years and I'm still impressed. I'm and there's more science every day. And you were talking about glutathione. You know how I first learned to say it? Glutathione. Like glutathione. And that's how I learned to say it.
So yeah, I'd like to get together with Mark about this and discuss it further with him. And I know in the Philippines that is very popular because a lot of women take that in order for them to have a fair skin.
Yes.
They said it makes their skin
We
fairer.
have never, heard of that before. They use it to whiten their skin over there.
Yeah, whiten
But
the
you
skin.
can't take glutathione. Don't put a patch and think it's going to jump in your cell. Like your skin is going to be nice under the patch, but it'll never pass the derma, right? So you can't put it on and think it's going to go do kidney repair. Yeah, I look forward to talking to you at another point when you do your like a published report. That means it's not like Bob's internet study. A published report, they sent it to all the scientists. Nobody could prove you wrong, so you get to publish it, right? And so I look forward to another conversation with you down the road.
Oh, yeah, well, that's fine. Where are you located at?
I'm in Saskatchewan, Western Canada. And yes, we have snow. But I should be in the Toronto corridor. I have children that went to Sheridan and they're in Oakville. And so we often winter there. We didn't go for 3 months this year because of COVID, but we may sneak in for a couple of weeks at Christmas.
Yes.
You are coming to Toronto like we are going in Florida.
Yes, I know that's bad. There's not enough.
It's okay.
Yeah, if not for this COVID, we won't even be here by now. We're always away in winter, but at least
it was a pleasure to have each of you in this session. Octavian, if you want to say something.
Also, I was going to say thank you to Susan to take time to speak for us.
Yeah,
Suzette, not Susan.
Yeah. Suzette, sorry for Mrs. Suzette. And thank you to everyone who joined tonight. I cannot mention all the names, but if someone needs more information, should contact Mac or me. However you got to this meeting. We are planning to have another one eventually next Sunday evening or Saturday evening. We'll figure that out and we'll post it online. Also, we put together a group where we will start communicating with people interested about this. So my motivation to do this meeting, this Zoom meeting, is to get this information to people who really need it. I have a friend who's dying in Indiana these days at the age of 65. He got kidney cancer. I have a friend who's dying here in Wheaton, next to my village. The same kidney cancer with complications in the bones. So it's so sad to know that we have this kind of product and people doesn't know about it, don't use it, and they got their life shortened. So that's why we try to make this more often, to give people the chance to learn about it. It's not just about business, it's about health. So I think it was valuable for anyone, the time spent tonight. If someone has something more to say.
And I'm free if you guys want to, by all means, you can give out my number and I can answer lots of questions, just been around a long time and I'm more than willing to be available.
Is there any study?
Go ahead.
Is there any study about this with regards to COVID-19? If it would be a benefit or help or what?
Yes, there is several formal studies for COVID-19. I can either email it to Mac, or if you go on Facebook under my Suzette McKay Living Dreams, there's lots of studies there, lots and lots of studies, and the 2 latest COVID studies with glutathione are on there.
Yes, I will share it with Mr. Noel. And Orion, you want to say something?
Yeah. Do you see me? I am over 100 kilograms. Yes. I have problems on the liver. I have problems a lot. So I'm the first in line for the COVID. If I didn't take this Immunocal, I couldn't pass the COVID.
Yeah.
But
My
you pass it. You pass it.
my sweet wife didn't take Immunocal because she said, I don't like it. I don't take it. And she had 6 weeks in ICU. 6 weeks. She's still in the hospital now. She was ready to die.
Yes.
And I had only 4 days of this sick because I took Immunocal.
Yeah. That's a great testimony.
So
Yeah.
I'm sure she will take when she comes back home.
do you need more studies? Do you need more tested? No. Look at me and take Immunocal.
Yeah.
Yes.
And your wife, she should be taking lots of packs right now. And she can go back down, but
she's still in the hospital. She didn't
take it.
came home.
They don't give her maybe
yeah,
there.
but you have to go in and give it to her. Go in and give it to her. And if they
The hospital is blocked now because they have COVID in hospital. I cannot visit her.
We are hoping that by the end of this week she will be home, and I spoke with her. She said, "Okay, I'm gonna take COVID. I'm gonna take Immunocal because she saw already this improvement to."
She will improve quickly. When she starts to take it, she will improve quickly. And she should go to quite a few packs at the beginning, right? You know, work her up, 2. And if she doesn't have too many, if her body tolerates it, go to 4 and go all the way up till she feels real good. And then she can go back down to a maintenance.
Absolutely.
So this I tell everybody.
Yeah.
Guys, you have to prepare for the COVID because the question is not if, the question is when you meet COVID, when you got the COVID, when you got the flu, not if you got the flu. Everybody had flu any any year, every year, and everybody had a flu. So now the trend is with COVID, and it's not good. It's very dangerous.
And after this, it will be another bug. After this, it'll be a different bug, right? We need to be in charge of our health, right? Nutritionally, and bit of movement, and you need to support your body. If you want it to do things for you for a long time, you got to help it out, right?
Yeah, this testimony actually, it was one of the reasons that we decided to start to share with others. And our brother in Chicago did that presentation with PowerPoint. Yeah.
If you
go ahead, Suzette.
You do it because you do people a favor. Like, really, I say to them, want some, don't want some, but here's some information. And, if you want to do your homework, it's in so many languages. There's tons of homework to be done, right?
Absolutely.
But the proof is always in the pudding. You put it in and it'll work. Sometimes it always works. It's guaranteed to work. Sometimes it works every time, but time is not always your friend, right?
Absolutely.
Sometimes but it'll help. I can tell you, if you take it, you're going to have better days than you're having now. How's that?
Perfect.
Thank you so much.